Today marks the embargo lift for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands content, and we have tons of new footage to review. But Gearbox isn't done putting out some new articles of their own. So we do have some new information detailing Endgame and the infinite progression system that we're going to be seeing after level 40. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, to answer a question you might have, no, I did not receive early access, so I'm going to be playing and creating content once the game launches, so you can expect to see some brand new videos shortly after that. Now, Wonderland's endgame revolves around something called the Chaos Chamber. Now, this is a series of maps that you need to clear out, whether it's enemies or complete objectives, in order to pass through. And all of these are procedural. You're going to see tons of different ones each and every time, and that helps with that replayability. Now, there's a lot more to the Chaos Chamber than just kill everything, move it to the next room. You have portals to account for, you have bosses to account for, so there's a lot that kind of goes into it, and I highly recommend checking out my Ultimate Starter Guide because I dive into this a little bit deeper than we're doing in this video. Now, once you fully clear Chaos Chamber, you're going to unlock something called Chaos Levels. Now, these are souped up challenges that have the opportunity to hand out top-notch rewards. And these Chaos Levels can be toggled on or off and can be adjusted to what you're feeling up to according to the devs. If you want to take something that's a little bit easier, you can go for Chaos Tier 1 or Chaos Level 1 called Chaotic. If you want to crank up the difficulty, you can go to Chaos Level 5, for instance. But as you complete Chaos levels, you're going to unlock the following levels. So you have to start at Chaos Level 1, and then you'll beat that, and then Chaos Level 2, and upwards and onwards. And this continues until you reach the max level of 20, which will increase in future updates. Now, each level will also increase enemy health and damage, but they will drop much, much better loot, which comes in the form of Chaos Tier Gear. Now, these items have powerful affixes, and they're activated when Chaos levels are toggled on. And these are going to be crucial for min-maxing and defining your build. So that's what we learned today about Chaos Chamber Endgame and what some of the rewards we want to chase after. Naturally, we don't have a look at any of this stuff, and it's all just an article for right now because we have to actually go play it and experience it for ourselves. So let's keep this video moving and jump into that infinite progression that I talked about earlier called Myth Ranks. So once you hit max level of 40, you're going to unlock access to Myth Ranks, which is a form of endgame progression. Now, this replaces your experience bar at 40, and then as you gain experience, you're going to work towards your myth rank. And each time you fill up the bar, you're going to gain a point to spend on a mastery. Now, you have 4 masteries to choose from. You have Druid, which improves your companion damage and your synergy stats. You have Archmage, which specializes in spellcasting abilities. You have Blade Master for melee damage. And lastly, you have Deadeye for gun proficiency. Now, each time you level up your myth rank, you'll actually move to the next quadrant in a clockwise motion. So you'll actually be spreading your points across all 4 quadrants and not necessarily investing all of them into a single mastery. Which I will say is kind of a bummer. I really wish I could just dump all my points into Archmage or Druid and just absolutely supercharge my character that way, but I do understand they want, kind of spread the wealth a little bit and keep players playing. However, they did confirm that you do have a choice to either advance the constellation path by unlocking more nodes, or you can invest into the nodes you've already unlocked to then increase certain stats that node gives. So you can either go for the next node to increase your intelligence by 1, for instance, or you can stay in the node you have right now and increase your spell damage by 10. So you have different things that you can do there and different ways to approach it. Now, this sounds, like I said, like a very cool system. I do wish we could just hammer that single mastery, but having an infinite progression system to help reward gameplay at max level will keep players engaged, and engaged players means more future content. Also, please keep in mind, we do have that Mirrors of Mystery system coming really closely after launch, and that's going to bring another endgame system for players to explore. So I know this is a quick video, but I did want to get something out there because I had a lot of people reaching out and asking what endgame was looking like for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. So I want to hear from you. What do you think of these 2 endgame systems? Do you like what they're bringing to the table, or do you wish they had something else? Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Vulkan, and I'll talk to you next time.